Have you ever wondered why your mood, energy, or even your skin can feel so different from one month or one decade to the next? For most women, the answer begins with a single powerful word: estrogen. It's more than just a reproductive hormone. Estrogen quietly influences how your brain works, how your heart beats, how your bones stay strong, and even how your body stores fat. When it's in balance, you feel focused, energetic, and emotionally stable. But when it fluctuates, whether during your 20s, 40s, or menopause, it can change almost everything about how you feel. In this video, we'll break down what estrogen actually does inside your body, how it changes as you age, and the natural ways you can support healthy balance through food, habits, and self-care. You'll learn the science in simple, practical terms, no confusion, no medical jargon. This video is for educational purposes only and does not replace professional medical advice. Always consult your healthcare provider for personal guidance. Estrogen, the hidden power behind every woman's body. What if the very hormone you thought was only about periods and pregnancy was actually shaping your mood, your confidence, your metabolism, even how young you look and feel? What estrogen really is. Estrogen isn't a single substance, but a family of hormones that act like conductors in the orchestra of your body. The three main forms are estradiol, estrone, and estriol, each playing different roles at different stages of life. In your younger years, estradiol dominates, keeping your menstrual cycle regular and your tissues vibrant. After menopause, estrone takes over as the main type, while estriol rises mostly during pregnancy. These hormones are produced mainly in the ovaries, but also in smaller amounts by the adrenal glands and fat cells. That's why even after menopause, when ovarian production slows down, your body still holds a backup system. It's nature's way of maintaining balance. Why estrogen matters so much. Think of estrogen as a multitasking guardian. It protects your bones by keeping calcium in place, supports your heart and blood vessels, and sharpens memory and focus by nurturing your brain cells. It even affects how your skin retains collagen, giving it that healthy glow, and how your body distributes fat, favoring hips and thighs in youth, then shifting to the belly after estrogen declines. When estrogen is balanced, everything feels smoother, you sleep better, handle stress better, and recover faster. When it's not, your body lets you know, fatigue creeps in, cycles become irregular, and your emotions feel unpredictable. How estrogen works inside your body. Here's the science, simplified. Estrogen travels through your bloodstream and attaches to receptors in almost every organ, brain, bones, skin, heart, liver. Once attached, it tells those cells what to do. In your brain, it boosts serotonin and dopamine, your feel-good chemicals. In your bones, it slows the cells that break bone down. In your skin, it keeps collagen strong and improves elasticity. In your metabolism, it helps cells use insulin efficiently. In other words, estrogen is the quiet communicator that keeps systems cooperating with one another. How estrogen changes throughout life. During your teens and 20s, estrogen peaks, your cycles are predictable, your energy stable. In your 30s, subtle shifts begin. Stress or poor sleep can cause early dips. By your 40s, levels start to fluctuate more dramatically, signaling perimenopause. Finally, around your 50s, estrogen drops sharply with menopause, changing how you sleep, gain weight, and handle emotions. But here's the hopeful truth. Your body isn't broken, it's adapting. With the right knowledge and lifestyle support, you can help it adjust gracefully. Estrogen is far more than a fertility hormone. It's the biological glue that holds many parts of a woman's health together. Understanding it is the first step to caring for it. Because when estrogen flows in harmony, every system in your body, from your mood to your metabolism, performs better. When estrogen falls, the turning point every woman should understand. One day, you wake up and realize your body doesn't respond the way it used to. You feel more tired, your skin drier, your patience shorter, and the scale less forgiving. The culprit often isn't aging itself. It's falling estrogen. The natural decline begins earlier than you think. Many women assume estrogen drops suddenly at menopause, but the truth is, it begins a slow descent years earlier, often in the mid to late 30s. By your 40s, this decline accelerates as your ovaries release fewer eggs and the hormone orchestra loses rhythm. This transitional phase is called perimenopause, and it can last for several years before your final period. During this time, estrogen doesn't just drop, it fluctuates wildly. Some days it surges, causing bloating or irritability. Other days it crashes, leaving you fatigued, foggy, or emotional. Think of it as hormonal turbulence, your body adjusting to a new flight path. The body feels it everywhere. Estrogen receptors exist in almost every major organ, so when levels change, the entire body feels the impact. Here's what happens. Brain. Lower estrogen means fewer serotonin and dopamine signals, leading to mood swings, anxiety, or brain fog. Skin. Collagen and hydration decline, making skin appear thinner and drier. Heart and blood vessels. Estrogen helps keep blood vessels flexible, so its loss can raise blood pressure and heart risk. Bones. Without estrogen's protective influence, bone density starts dropping faster. Metabolism. Insulin sensitivity decreases, leading to easier weight gain, especially around the belly. These changes don't mean something is wrong, they mean your body is moving into a new hormonal era. Younger women can feel it too. Even women in their 20s or 30s can experience low estrogen temporarily due to high stress, overexercising, rapid weight loss, or restrictive diets. Chronic stress, in particular, floods the body with cortisol, a hormone that directly suppresses estrogen production. So, if you've ever felt completely drained despite eating well and exercising, it may not be your lifestyle failing you, it might be your hormones asking for rest. Simple ways to support yourself during the decline. While you can't stop estrogen from naturally decreasing, you can soften its impact. Start with the basics. Prioritize sleep. Your body regulates hormones while you rest. Choose fiber-rich, plant-based meals to support liver detoxification and hormone balance. Stay physically active, especially with gentle strength training, to protect bones and metabolism. Learn stress management techniques like deep breathing or yoga to reduce cortisol interference. A few small, consistent actions can help your body find its new normal. Falling estrogen isn't a failure, it's a biological transition that every woman experiences. Understanding this shift turns confusion into control. When you learn what's happening inside, you stop fighting your body and start supporting it. And that's where the real power begins, not in resisting the change, but in embracing it with knowledge and care. The dangers of estrogen imbalance. When too much or too little disrupts everything. If you've ever felt like your body is sending mixed signals, bloating one week, fatigue the next, irritability for no reason, your estrogen might not be too low or too high. The real issue could be imbalance. Why balance, not quantity, is what matters. Most women think they need more estrogen once they hit midlife. But the truth is, hormone health isn't about having more or less, it's about having the right ratio. Your body works like a finely tuned orchestra, with estrogen and progesterone performing in harmony. When estrogen plays too loudly and progesterone too softly, symptoms appear, This is what doctors call estrogen dominance. And when both are too quiet, you feel flat, anxious, and drained, a sign of low estrogen. Estrogen dominance, when there's too much of a good thing. Let's start with the high side. Estrogen dominance doesn't always mean your body produces too much. Sometimes it means your progesterone is too low to balance it out. This often happens in perimenopause, when ovulation becomes irregular and progesterone production dips first. The result? Your estrogen continues to circulate unchecked. Common signs include bloating and breast tenderness, heavy or painful periods, mood swings or irritability, weight gain, especially around hips and thighs, headaches or sleep disturbances. Why it happens? Poor liver function, chronic stress, excess body fat, or exposure to xenoestrogens, synthetic chemicals found in plastics, makeup, and pesticides, can all elevate estrogen activity in the body. If unaddressed, long-term estrogen dominance can contribute to fibroids, PMS, or even increased risk of certain cancers. That's why gentle detox support through leafy greens, cruciferous veggies, and hydration becomes essential. Low estrogen, when the tank runs too low. On the opposite end, low estrogen can make you feel invisible in your own body. This typically appears during menopause, but younger women under chronic stress or on restrictive diets can experience it too. Common signs include dry skin and hair loss, low libido and vaginal dryness, anxiety, forgetfulness, or brain fog, irregular or missed periods, bone or joint pain. What's happening inside? Your brain signals the ovaries to produce estrogen, but when stress hormones dominate, this communication falters. Low body fat or excessive exercise can further suppress estrogen production because your body views it as a survival state, not a reproductive one. Over time, too little estrogen affects bone strength, mood stability, and even heart health. How the body tries to regain balance. The liver and gut are your body's cleanup crew for estrogen. They filter out old or excess hormones so new ones can circulate properly. But when the gut microbiome is imbalanced or the liver overburdened with toxins or processed foods, estrogen can be recirculated instead of removed, fueling imbalance even further. That's why a healthy gut, fiber, probiotics, and minimal alcohol is vital for hormonal balance. Your digestion literally decides whether estrogen stays helpful or turns harmful. Estrogen imbalance is your body's way of saying, something's out of tune. Neither too much nor too little is ideal. What your body wants is harmony. By understanding these signals early, you can work with your hormones, not against them, and prevent small imbalances from turning into long-term problems. Balance isn't a destination, it's a daily rhythm your body wants to protect. How estrogen shapes your brain, mood, and energy. Have you ever noticed how your mood, memory, or motivation can shift almost overnight? It's not just in your head, it's your hormones, and estrogen is one of the strongest influencers of how your brain feels and functions. Estrogen and the female brain. A deep connection. Estrogen doesn't just act in the reproductive system, it's deeply woven into the brain's chemistry. Inside your brain, estrogen helps neurons, your brain cells, communicate smoothly. It stimulates the production of serotonin, dopamine, and acetylcholine, the neurotransmitters that control happiness, focus, and memory. That's why when estrogen levels are steady, you feel emotionally centered, sharp, and energized. But when estrogen dips, whether during PMS, perimenopause, or menopause, those neurotransmitters fall too, leading to mood swings, brain fog, and even feelings of sadness or anxiety. Research shows that estrogen literally protects the brain. It improves blood flow, reduces inflammation, and helps grow new connections between neurons, all vital for maintaining cognitive health with age. Mood changes are biological, not character flaws. One of the biggest misconceptions about women's emotions is that they're purely psychological. In reality, hormonal shifts can create powerful emotional effects because hormones directly change how your brain processes information and stress. When estrogen drops suddenly, your brain loses some of its serotonin support, your natural mood stabilizer. That's why small frustrations can feel overwhelming, or why sleep problems and irritability often appear together during midlife hormonal transitions. It's not a weakness, it's biochemistry. And knowing that helps you approach mood changes with compassion, not self-blame. Energy, fatigue, and motivation. The estrogen link. Estrogen also affects how your body uses energy. It supports mitochondrial function, the tiny power plants inside your cells that produce energy. When estrogen declines, your cells become less efficient at converting food into fuel, and fatigue becomes more common. That's why many women in their 40s and 50s notice an invisible energy drain, even when they're eating well and exercising. It's not laziness, it's a metabolic slowdown driven by hormonal shifts. The good news? Balanced estrogen improves insulin sensitivity, oxygen delivery, and fat metabolism, all of which boost stamina naturally. So when your hormones are supported, even small activities feel easier and more rewarding. Estrogen and memory, the menopause brain fog explained. If you've ever walked into a room and forgotten why you went there, you're not alone. Many women in perimenopause and menopause experience mild forgetfulness or trouble focusing. This brain fog is linked to lower estrogen levels, affecting the hippocampus, the brain's memory center. It's temporary for most women, but frustrating nonetheless. Regular sleep, stress management, omega-3 fats, and mental exercises like reading or puzzles help the brain adjust and maintain sharpness as hormone levels settle into a new balance. Your brain and hormones are lifelong partners. When estrogen is stable, your mood is lighter, your thoughts clearer, and your energy stronger. When it wavers, the world can feel heavier. But by understanding this connection and supporting it with rest, calm, and care, you can ride the hormonal waves with grace instead of confusion. Remember, every emotional change has a biological story, and awareness is the first step to balance. Lifestyle habits that keep estrogen in balance. Naturally. Your hormones don't just respond to medication or supplements, they respond to your daily habits. The way you sleep, move, think, and even breathe quietly shapes your estrogen levels every single day. Why daily habits matter more than you think. Estrogen production may happen inside your body, but it's controlled by signals that come from your lifestyle. Your brain, adrenal glands, thyroid, and ovaries are all talking to one another 24/7, adjusting hormone release depending on how safe and supported your body feels. If you're constantly under stress, skipping sleep, or fueling up on caffeine instead of rest, your brain interprets that as survival mode. And when your body believes it's surviving instead of thriving, reproductive and restorative hormones, including estrogen, get pushed aside. Simply put, balanced living creates balanced hormones. 1. Manage stress before it manages you. Chronic stress is one of estrogen's biggest enemies. When your body releases cortisol, your adrenal glands prioritize survival hormones and suppress estrogen production. High cortisol also makes the liver less effective at clearing out old estrogen, which can lead to imbalance in both directions, either too low or too high. Doctor-approved stress resets slow, mindful breathing for 5 minutes twice a day. Journaling or gratitude reflection to lower cortisol response. Limiting doom scrolling and nightly news before bed. Even brief moments of calm signal your body that it's safe to produce the hormones that keep you balanced and well. 2. Prioritize restful, consistent sleep. Your body makes and regulates hormones during deep sleep. Poor sleep throws off melatonin, cortisol, and insulin, which all interact with estrogen. Lack of rest also increases appetite hormones, causing cravings for sugar, which worsens hormonal imbalance. Doctor tip: aim for 7 to 8 hours of consistent sleep. Go to bed and wake up at the same time daily, even on weekends. Keep your room dark, cool, and free from screens 30 minutes before bed. A simple wind-down ritual, like herbal tea or deep breathing, helps your nervous system slow down so your hormones can synchronize overnight. 3. Move your body, but don't overdo it. Exercise is one of the most powerful ways to regulate estrogen, but balance is key. Too little movement leads to sluggish metabolism and poor circulation, while over-exercising can suppress estrogen completely. Ideal hormone-supportive activities, brisk walking or cycling, improves blood flow and insulin sensitivity. Yoga or Pilates lowers cortisol, supports adrenal health. Light strength training protects bone and muscle loss after menopause. Even 20 to 30 minutes of moderate activity daily helps your body release endorphins, balance blood sugar, and maintain healthy estrogen activity. 4. Reduce exposure to xenoestrogens. Your environment can quietly interfere with your natural hormones. Xenoestrogens, synthetic chemicals that mimic estrogen, are found in plastics, pesticides, and many beauty products. Over time, they can confuse your body's receptors and create false signals. Safer lifestyle swaps. Store food in glass instead of plastic. Avoid heating food in plastic containers. Choose fragrance-free personal care products. Wash fruits and vegetables thoroughly to remove residues. These small steps protect your body's natural estrogen rhythm. 5. Support your liver and gut. The liver and gut are estrogen's cleanup crew. They break down and remove used hormones. When your liver is overworked due to alcohol, processed foods, or stress, old estrogen lingers, leading to symptoms like bloating, fatigue, or mood swings. Stay hydrated, eat fiber-rich meals, and limit alcohol to keep these systems efficient. A healthy gut ensures old estrogen leaves the body instead of recirculating. Your daily routine is a hormonal conversation. Every step, breath, and choice you make tells your body whether to produce, recycle, or rest its estrogen flow. By managing stress, sleeping deeply, moving mindfully, and living cleanly, you create the internal harmony that balanced hormones depend on. Because true estrogen balance doesn't come from a quick fix, it's built quietly, day by day, through how you live. How to support estrogen naturally. After 40. You can't stop your hormones from changing, but you can guide them. After 40, estrogen begins its slow decline, yet your body still has the power to stay balanced, strong, and vibrant if you know how to support it naturally. Your body still makes estrogen, just differently. Once women enter their 40s, the ovaries start to retire from their monthly rhythm. That doesn't mean estrogen disappears, it simply shifts production to other organs, like the adrenal glands and fat cells. But these backup sources work best only when your lifestyle supports them. Chronic stress, poor sleep, or nutrient deficiencies make this system sluggish. That's why women who nurture their adrenals and metabolism through healthy habits often experience a gentler transition through perimenopause and menopause. The goal isn't to fight menopause, it's to cooperate with your body as it rebalances. 1. Build a gentle hormone-supportive daily routine. Your hormones love consistency. A predictable rhythm in meals, movement, and rest helps your body know when to produce and when to restore. Morning. Start your day with protein, fiber, and hydration. A breakfast like oatmeal with flax seeds or eggs with avocado stabilizes blood sugar and sets a calm hormonal tone. Avoid skipping breakfast or relying on caffeine alone. It spikes cortisol and disrupts estrogen balance. Afternoon. Take short movement breaks or a brief walk after meals to improve circulation and reduce insulin spikes. Hydration during the day keeps your liver and kidneys efficient in processing hormones. Evening. Wind down early. Sleep is your body's nightly hormone repair session. Dim lights an hour before bed and reduce screen exposure. Even 5 minutes of quiet reflection, prayer, or gratitude journaling lowers cortisol, indirectly supporting estrogen regulation. 2. Nourish with key nutrients. While food deserves a full video, a few nutrients are vital for estrogen metabolism. Magnesium reduces cortisol, supports adrenal function, and helps your muscles relax. Vitamin B6 and B12 support liver detox pathways for estrogen clearance. Omega-3 fatty acids lower inflammation and support heart and brain health. Zinc aids progesterone and thyroid hormone balance, indirectly stabilizing estrogen. Vitamin D, essential for bone density and hormone receptor function. A whole food diet rich in vegetables, seeds, and quality proteins provides most of these naturally. Always check with your healthcare provider before adding supplements. 3. Consider natural support and HRT with caution. Some women find relief through herbal remedies like black cohosh, maca root, or ashwagandha, which may ease mild symptoms of low estrogen. However, even natural remedies can interact with medications, so always consult your doctor first. For others, hormone replacement therapy, AHRT, can be life-changing when used safely under supervision. Modern bioidentical HRT, prescribed at the right dose and time, can protect bones, relieve hot flashes, and improve mood. But it's not for everyone. Women with certain health conditions should avoid it. The key is individualized care. Your hormones, your body, your plan. 4. Cultivate calm and confidence. Your mindset is one of the most underrated hormone regulators. When you replace fear with understanding, you change your body's chemistry. Stress hormones drop, digestion improves, and your nervous system allows your endocrine system to heal. Midlife isn't the end of hormonal health, it's a second season. With gentle adjustments and consistent self-care, you can thrive in balance rather than live in frustration. After 40, your body isn't breaking, it's evolving. Estrogen may ebb, but wisdom, confidence, and control can rise in its place. With supportive habits, balanced nutrition, and mindful living, your hormones can stay cooperative long after your cycles stop. You don't have to fear change, you can master it. Conclusion. Your hormones are not the enemy. Your hormones aren't out to make your life difficult, they're simply messengers, responding to how you live, eat, rest, and care for yourself. Estrogen, in particular, has guided you through every season of womanhood, from your first period to your last. And even after it naturally declines, your body remains capable of balance, strength, and vitality. Understanding how estrogen works is the first step toward peace with your body. When you know what's happening inside, you stop seeing symptoms as problems and start viewing them as signals, gentle reminders that your body needs support, not punishment. So, whether you're 25 or 65, remember this. When you care for your hormones care for you. If this helped you understand your body better, tap like, share this video with another woman who needs it, and subscribe to Her Hormones for more doctor-approved education on women's health and hormone balance. Thanks for watching.